I'm Carole Davis. I'm here with DoggyTV today, and we're hosting a anti-puppy mill and pro-adoption rally. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about USDA licenses and what they mean. When you go and buy a dog, they will tell you very often, if you ask them, did you get this dog from a puppy mill? Is this a puppy mill dog? They want to know that sort of thing. And they will answer this. They'll say, oh, no, 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 our dogs are not from puppy mills. Our dogs are from USDA licensed breeders. There are thousands and thousands of USDA licensed breeders in the United States. You can look them up on the USDA website. And those USDA licensed breeders very, very often are indeed puppy mills. They are factories where they breed dogs. They can go anywhere from 20 to 30 dogs in dilapidated shacks where the dogs are exposed to the elements, where they have very little vet care. There's just an inspection once a year. They can go all the way up from 40 dogs, a mom and pop operation where the mom and pop don't really care about the dogs at all, just trying to make some extra income. They can go all the way up to 500 dogs or even more. Some places have 800 dogs. I've heard of even more than that. But the dogs, the bottom line is just because a puppy is from a USDA licensed breeder doesn't mean that the dog doesn't have congenital diseases, because very often it does, and diseases that will emerge years later. Very often the dogs will come sick with Giardia and ear mites and nose infections and eye infections and all kinds of diseases that run rampant in puppy mills. And another thing that people should know about puppy mills is that the USDA does indeed inspect, but those inspections are yearly. They're just annual. So once a year, just so that the public knows, a guy comes around and checks to the number of the dogs and checks to make sure nobody's dying. The rest of the year is left up to a bunch of callous people who call themselves companion animal suppliers. So we think that dogs deserve better. We think that dogs should be raised in homes. We think that dogs deserve human companionship and socialization. We think that they deserve vet care. One of the most alarming things that we find in the USDA standards of minimum care is that they're only required to give them 6 inches in front of their face. 6 inches in front of your face is really not much of a life, and there's no law in there that says that the dogs ever have to get out for the entire duration of their lives. So these poor breeding dogs are kept in there. The females are bred twice a year with 6 inches in front of their face. So I just urge any of you who love dogs, and America does love dogs, it's man's best friend, go stand in front of a wall 6 inches away from the wall for 5 minutes. Just give yourself the puppy mill test and see what that's like to stand in front of a wall for 5 minutes. And then imagine what that's like if you spent your entire life in front of that wall. And that's what it's like for a puppy mill dog. Other than the fact that you're being bred twice a year until you can't breed anymore, these poor dogs are bred and bred and bred until they're dead. And we just think that dogs deserve better. So if you do have room in your heart and in your home for a new dog, please think of adopting. Rescue, save a life. Don't ever buy a dog, because the chances are, very good chances are, you're getting a puppy mill dog. So we hope that you'll rethink this issue and adopt a dog.